I'm Ben with the BTC Sessions, and this is your Bullish Bit brought to you by BITREFILL.com, your one-stop shop for living on a Bitcoin standard. Sign up and grab gift cards for eSIMs, gaming, e-commerce, your travel needs, food, and much more, and you can buy them all with Bitcoin and Lightning. Sign up today and use code BTC Sessions 10 for some special perks. There's one thing that kind of came out that I was actually quite happy to see, and that's that a couple of these funds are actually donating portions of their profits. And I think that's kind of a big deal. So VanEck, their ETF profits, 5% of those profits are going to go to support Bitcoin core developers. So it said, this was announced a little earlier on, but they said, we're not Bitcoin tourists at VanEck. We're in it for the long haul. That's why we made an initial $10,000 donation and signed a pledge to donate 5% of our Bitcoin ETF profits to support core devs at Bitcoin Brink for at least 10 years. So anyways, I think that's great. Our developers, they're very much relying on grants in many situations. And so having a source of funding like that, hopefully with no strings attached, I recognize that there's some, potential hazard there, but I do think it's a positive thing that our developers have income. And then the other one that I really liked is Bitwise is donating 10% of their ETF profits to Brink, OpenSats, and the Human Rights Foundation. And so from what I've been hearing, like Odell talking about and everything, my understanding is that though that 10% that is split evenly amongst those groups is more or less like no strings attached. Hey, we're gonna just drop these sats. And then OpenSats as an organization then says, okay, we're going to allocate these to either evenly across the board or wherever needs help. And OpenSats is a fantastic organization. If you haven't used it, then highly recommend dropping some sats to either just the general fund, which is just distributed equally, or to a specific project that you like. But 10% of profits to these three organizations. I also have a soft spot for the Human Rights Foundation. I've done some side-by-side work with them, working with political dissidents in various parts of the world that are utilizing Bitcoin as a mechanism to freely transact in spite of the best efforts of, some tyrannical dictators that may say, you're not allowed to do this here. And so it's an excellent tool for human rights, and to see funding from something like an ETF flowing into a human rights organization that's utilizing Bitcoin, I think that's a great thing. So I think it's important that our devs have funding in some way, shape, or form. I think that this is a wonderful thing to see, and we'll see how it plays out over the years. But it looks like that there's going to be less of a struggle for devs to get by on some very important projects.